And give a warm welcome to your hosts for the evening. This is Morgan Pielli and Lynn Bixenspan.
Welcome to Relationshit, the show where we explore all facets of all relationships.
You're going to hear three people come up and tell true life stories about all kinds of relationships, about everything from dating to rodents. Relationship with rodents. This is
Dating,
true.
yeah,
This is true. Dating rodents. I feel like multiple guys who I've dated have had complexes about looking like rats.
I have been on two separate occasions referred to as rodent-like in appearance.
Oh no!
Yes. It was during a dark time in my life where I had like a weedy mustache and kind of bangs going on and I slouched really badly.
Like rats.
Well...
And then the part of the show that you may have heard about is that somebody gets therapy live on stage.
A panel of real experts will be therapizing our very special
So
therapy.
if you like voyeurism, this is I went on a date once, yes, like 5 years ago with like some OkCupid guy, and I was like kind of like about him, and then he asked, like we were sitting across from each other, and then he suddenly says like, hey, can I come sit next to you? So he's like kind of edging closer and closer, and then he goes, I want you to know something. Because of my antidepressants, I can't maintain an erection. He got very close to me. First of all, why are you telling me that on a first date? It seems very presumptuous. Second of all, why are you getting so intimate, like physically with me to tell me, like, hey, guess what? I have a little sexy secret to tell you. It doesn't work. Like,
there's more distance between us than you might initially think.
Yeah.
So please, ladies and gentlemen, prepare for our first performer. You've seen our first performer on Orange is the New Black and TLC. Please put your hands together for Andrea Eileen Shapiro.
A couple of years ago, I was going through a breakup, and it was one of those situations where, like, it was for the best. You know, our priorities were not the same. Like, you know, for instance, like I was really getting into meditation, and he had a secret wife in Egypt. You know, like. So then, while I'm in the midst of going through this breakup, my father passes away. And then, 2 days after my dad dies, I get a horrible stomach virus, and subsequently, in my sleep, I shit my pants. So, and then to top it all off, as if it's not bad enough, NBC canceled Smash. Okay, guys?
When I was in grad school, so I really couldn't travel. Don't laugh at that.
grad school, huh? I bet you spent so much money. You've seen me look, haven't you?
I can document
Like
that you
once
have
or twice,
loved
you were like, wow, she looked.
Yeah, when I see you in those bunny rabbits.
I have 2 rabbits because I'm quirky as fuck.
I take out my earring binder and I make a couple of check marks noting moments of love.
Capable of love. Learning.
I think you should start getting progressively larger and larger pets until you have something roughly human-sized, like a small bear. And then try your love on a human when you.
I've tried love on a human.
Okay.
I don't know. It wasn't that good.
Yeah. All right, I think it's time to bring on a next performer. Don't you?
Her show, which is a really good storytelling show too, called What Are You Afraid Of, is going to be at QED now. And she has a book coming out in September. Please give it up for Mara Wilson.
So speaking of long-distance relationships, I have been in several. 2 of them were with my friend's brothers. I'm a brother fucker. And I'm paying him, and I give him a small tip, and he says again, you know, you shouldn't, I'm sorry you cry, but you shouldn't be crying, you know, you're too pretty to cry. And I'm like, yeah, okay, dude, all right. And then he goes, so, you want to give me your number?
I started tearing up today at work. I was also very stressed, but like a guy I barely know posted on Facebook that he broke up with his boyfriend. You know how there's only like maybe like, if you're anything like me, like 2 or 3 relationships where people post pictures on Facebook that you approve of?
Our next performer, she performs the show Cry Me a Liver. And she's also in the new Harry Potter movie.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucy Pohl.
I opened my mailbox and took out a big stack of letters and magazines, and something fell out and hit my shoe. And there, on the ground right in front of me, was a dead baby rat.
No!
And I ripped the door open and I screamed, "Can you help me?" And there's this boy standing there, he was maybe like 19 or 20, and then he looked at me and he said, "No English, no English. Français, français." And I said, "All right, okay, I got this. I took French in school, I eat croissants all the time, I told you guys that. Il y a une morte dans mon chambre." That means there's a death in my room.
This is not natural. That reminded me of when I was living on a friend's couch the first time I tried out in New York. And one of them was dating someone. So Brandon was dating this woman, and Pat had his own room, and I was sleeping on the couch. And Pat and I were talking at one point, and Pat was like, "Yeah, no, he's a great roommate. We get along great. The only weird thing is sometimes he and his girlfriend will go in there and they'll close the doors, and then they'll just be clapping, and I don't hear a TV on. I don't know what they're watching." He was very Catholic.
He had no idea that when two people really like each other, they clap.
They clap. Lynn and I are both people who have been in therapy, and so we're going to be bringing up a panel of experts. Our first panelist, ladies and gentlemen, she writes for Vulture, The Verge, and Vice, and is the host of The Wonderful World of Boning. Ladies and gentlemen, Lux Alptrum. And our second panelist is a stand-up comic who performs regularly at the comic strip and is also a doctor of psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Gerber.
And our storyteller / Annalie, she's also been on America's Top Model, and her name is Sarah Hartshorn.
And it's weird because for a long time I thought I never wanted kids, and then I would lie all the time. Like as a kid, people were like, "What are you gonna name your baby?" And I would be like, "Crystal," because that's what fucking everybody said. It was Crystal. Everyone was either Crystal or Kimberly, and I was like, "Crystal." Fuck that name. Like fuck it so hard. Sorry if there's anyone named Crystal in here. Like, that's a basic bitch. I'm sorry. If someone names their kid Crystal, they're a basic fucking bitch.
You know, there's two choices. I mean, not two choices, but there's two different types of regrets. You can regret having kids, or you can regret not having kids. And I said to myself, well, regretting having kids is worse, because then you fuck up someone else's life.
That's so scary to me. And I know all these amazing women who are older and who don't have kids, and their lives are awesome. And like, it's 75% right now, I would say.
Maybe you could have some leverage here, and you could say, "I'll have kids if we stay in New York."
Well, and that is
not an ultimatum.
No. But like that seems like a fair compromise. Like, if I'm gonna.
You can move up to 90%.
Yeah, like we both have jobs where we really have to be in the city, and he'll say things like, "Well, we'll just take 2 years off to like raise the kid." I'm like, okay, number one, I thought we went over. They're not a cat. Like it takes more than 2 years.
I feel like we solved this problem completely.
I think so.